11 this morning, and we're following some breaking news in our newsroom right now. Sky Ranger for us live over a police pursuit in Worcester County. This is in Sterling right now. There you go. We have a better look at it right here. It appears that this is the State Police Air Wing. They're up and they're tracking this. Right now it's unclear what they're wanted for. But again, this is in the area of 190 here in Sterling, an active pursuit in Worcester County. Let's go to our Ed Hughes, who's in Sky Ranger for us. Ed, good morning to you. What have you seen so far?
Well, good morning, Colton. Yeah, this is going to be, looks like this just came off of 190 southbound at exit 14. Let me see if I can bring it up here, see exactly where we are at. We are, looks like we're in Sterling at this point. I'm bringing up our GPS, and you can see this is the Mercedes that they were, it looks like a black Mercedes. Right now, he's down to about 50 to 60 miles an hour. He was going over 100 miles an hour when he was on Route 190 southbound. Then he swerved around and came back northbound on 190 and then came back up this way towards Leominster. Right now, we are in Leominster and we are on Bridge Street and Main Street here in Leominster. We have, as you said, Air Wing State Police also with us here. Again, not sure what he was wanted for, but he started this chase actually back in New Hampshire, just north of the Massachusetts state line. Came southbound through Methuen, got on 495, and now also on Route 190. That's where we find ourselves right now in Sterling, back in Sterling near Meeting House Road here on Main Street near Houghton Road. As you can see here, I brought up Sky Tracker, and you can see center part of your screen there. It looks like he's back to about 40 miles an hour. That is what we can here gauge his speed with. Again, not knowing what he's wanted for, but this is extremely dangerous, obviously, because everybody is now out and trying to get to their Thanksgiving destination, so big travel weekend, or week rather. So again, this is very, very dangerous going at these speeds. Again, state police are behind him, and they're keeping their distance at this point. They did actually terminate the pursuit about a half an hour ago, but then picked it back up as soon as Air Wing picked up the car here. Again, it's a black Mercedes, not
Oh, it appears we might have lost. Oh, there you go.
Right about 60 miles an hour, about 60, maybe 55. Then you can see center part of your screen. That is where we can track his speed actually here with Sky Tracker.
Ed, really quickly, you said that this started in New Hampshire. How long has this pursuit been going on? And you said that the police might have paused in their search operations here?
I would say, Colin, this has been going on for maybe half an hour to 40 minutes, and they did pause it for a while. Then, as soon as he got on 495, they picked it back up. But again, this has been going on now for about a half an hour to 40 minutes, and right now it is still in Sterling on Worcester Road. So again, if you're in this area, please stay out of the way. Again, this is a very dangerous situation. Of course, we'll keep tracking it here for you. Right now, the speeds are about 50 to almost 60 miles an hour with this black Mercedes.
And again, Ed, what part of New Hampshire did this start in?
As far as I know, we're not sure exactly where it started in, but just north of the Massachusetts state line. That's what we're being told. Came south on 93 and then got off on 495, and now we're out here in Leominster. And
we want to be clear. It's unclear, rather, it's unclear what they're wanted for. But again, this is in the area of Sterling. Ed here in our Sky Ranger has been following this for us. Real quick, Ed, for folks who are just tuning in, catch us up to speed here with what we're watching.
All right, Colin, so this has been going on for about half an hour now to 40 minutes. A chase here with this black Mercedes SUV started north of the Massachusetts state line on 93 in New Hampshire, came south on 93, got off on 495, made its way to 190, then went south on 190 towards Worcester, but then as soon as it got into the Princeton area, came back northbound, went across the middle median, and then came back northbound here. So a wild, wild police chase. And right now we are on Worcester Road, right in Sterling, and we're following this SUV here, the black SUV. And as you can see, we're about 55 miles an hour with a rural road like this. Yeah, that's too fast. And obviously he was also going over 100 miles an hour on Route 190. So dangerous here. We'll keep tracking this for you, but we do not know what he is wanted for, what's going on here, how many people are in the car. But all we know right now is that he is being pursued by state police and also the state police air wing. So of course we'll keep you up to date on this.
Well, really quickly before we're going to continue to follow this, but Ed, in the shot that we're looking at right now, we can't really see any state police officers following this vehicle. How many do you see behind this black SUV?
Well, let's see. You know, we have this one here, looks like, and then they're keeping their distance because obviously they don't want to make this SUV go any faster. Usually sometimes in these situations, far ahead of the pursuit, they try to put out strips that can actually pop the tires and try to terminate the pursuit itself. We have not heard about that yet, but right now, as far as state police cruisers, they are keeping their distance, but of course now with us and also with the air wing, we can actually keep an eye on this guy. Now, it looks like he's pulling off here onto the shoulder. Maybe he's just trying to actually do the right thing and pull over here.
Yeah.
As you can see, here come all the state police.
We saw just a few moments ago, it looked like there were a couple, as you said, keeping a safe distance. Let's see if this vehicle is going to pull over. It appears that black SUV is pulled over. We see two state police vehicles.
Suspects getting out of the car. Suspect's getting out of the car, and he's got his hands up, and suspect is now in custody. So this is good news, because suspect is in custody now, and this is going, again, on Sterling Street and Sterling Place and Sterling Junction. That's where they actually brought him to an end here. So he did the right thing. They have him in custody, and there are no injuries reported with this. So a great job here by the state police, the air wing, and all the cruisers here. And luckily, this guy did the right thing, pulled over.
And we also want to mention, as well, we also want to mention that it's unclear what this suspect was wanted for. But Ed, you've been following this for us from the skies all morning, particularly in this neighborhood that we see this unfolding right now. What are the neighborhoods around this that you would tell folks, hey, you might want to avoid this area?
Well, let me see. You know, let me bring up the what we can see here. Let me bring up the streets that we're on. Again, this is Sterling Street, Sterling Place. So let me bring it out here, and we should be able to see some of the other areas around here. It's pretty rural. So right now, this really is the only roadway. So, yeah, really, that is good news, because at least then you're not going to expect many crashes with this. But, of course, it's all over now, so that's greatest news. But if you are right now, Sterling Street, right by Sterling Place, in Sterling Junction, that's what you want to avoid. So try to stay out of the way here. We are about maybe 5 miles or so off of Route 190, where he got off and got on here. So about 5 miles east of Route 190 here. And we are in Sterling, so just stay away from the Sterling area altogether.
Again, you
should be okay. But this is going to be out here for quite a while.
Yeah, this is Ed Hughes, who is reporting live from our Sky Ranger for us. If you're just joining us, it's 11:19 this morning. We've been following some breaking news from our Sky Ranger team. They were following a police pursuit in Worcester County. As you can see, it appears to have come to an end in Sterling. We don't have much information. We do know that the state police air wing was up. They tracked this as well. We also don't know what the suspect was wanted for. But again, this was in the area of 190. It started in New Hampshire. It has come to an end in Sterling. Ed, quickly here, as we get ready to head to break, I don't know how long we're going to stay on this for a little while. We're going to ask you a quick question. Catch us up to speed with what we've seen so far this morning.
Well, this really has been a wild police chase, and really a dangerous one, especially considering that this is Thanksgiving travel week. So this could have ended in a much worse way. Luckily, it did not. It started in New Hampshire, just north of the Massachusetts state line, came south on 93, then got off on 495, traveled 495 down to 190, and then took 190 southbound into the Princeton area, swerved, and then came back northbound through the median, came back northbound on 190, got off here, exit 14 it was, I believe, and that is where we find ourselves here in Sterling, Sterling Street and Sterling Place in Sterling Junction. The suspect pulled over, luckily pulled over, said, "I've had enough," and that's where police blocked him in and then took him into custody. You can see right now we have a good 20, 30 state police officers here and surveying this. And again, obviously, Sterling Street is going to be shut down in this area. But again, the suspect is in custody. No reports of any injuries. He was in this black SUV. Do not know, as you said, we don't know why this happened or what he is wanted for. But again, great news. Nobody has been injured, and this police chase is now over. All right, Ed Hughes, live in our Sky Ranger, our eyes in the sky. Ed, as always, we appreciate you jumping on and reporting for us. You got it. You bet.